Blastoise. Okay, we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of Edge of Despair. It was almost going to be for the king. Then Kalo and Kadia decided to show up. So we're here. And yeah, so it's been about a month since the last episode, I think. So we are going to do a quick recap of what happened. We went to Phaeda. We were told to kill someone's wife, and then we turned them into the police.
I'm gonna ask you to hold on a second because I need to find a file. Hold on.
Oh. So Kalo's getting the room set up.
I was okay to join.
And now Inertial has walked into Kalo's room.
Because I was painting miniatures and it was really fun. I'm sorry. So I don't have
more fun than this, apparently.
Almost as fun as the stream we were waiting for.
Yeah, last time we started leaving Phaeda to go to Ord Mantell, where there is a pandemic happening, not based on real-world events. And now we're entering the anti-vaxxer plot of Edge of Despair.
Do the citizens have access to healthcare?
Star Wars?
If you go down this route, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
Yeah, I don't believe in green
I would
smoke,
rage quit if they were anti-vaxxers.
Yeah, if they're anti-vaxxers, at that point I'm just killing the whole party.
Huh. Interesting.
Tesfa doesn't believe in vaccines.
It's a robot.
Tesfa's
Tesfa's gonna get some bad code. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, so we're still looking for Jolin, right? We didn't find Jolin. We just found
right. Yeah, that's why we're going to
Sinclair.
Ornamental, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't do the typical tabletop party thing of just taking money and killing someone's wife for them cheating on him. Well, other way around. He cheated on her, got blackmailed, and we turned him in. We're good people.
I mean, we did actually get some money for it.
We didn't get money for killing her.
The last thing I remember was we had big checkpoint stuff going on, sneaking through the checkpoints.
No, we made the hyperspace jump, I'm pretty sure, because we're going to replay
that's because you got, like, an attack of the bowels and disappeared, remember?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Well, I went back and I rewatched the last episode while waiting, and
For
That's
you,
crazy.
Kalo.
I'm sorry. Now I'm trying to make sure everything works like last second. I'm sorry.
We can't keep doing this.
do we want to just get some role play going right now, and we can look at the table later.
Yeah,
the rest of us.
If you give me 1 second, I need this fucking file to load.
Well, we're professional role players. We should be able to have an in-party conversation without a map, right? We can do that.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm bad at multitasking.
Wait.
All right, everyone shift into your characters. Oh, I am.
All right, so is this what we're just saying as we're traveling through hyperspace?
Yeah.
All right, you all can connect.
Okay, thank God.
Just don't worry about that shit.
Don't worry about the role playing. It's unimportant in this role playing game.
Yeah, fuck role playing games, right, guys?
Yeah, only nerds play those.
Speaking of role-playing games, I picked up some new systems.
Is that role playing? Because you're a robot? All right.
Got him.
Right. So while that loads in, I'm gonna go tell Dana why the stream was late.
I guess I should probably pause this 60 gigabyte download.
That might help. I don't know, man.
It might.
Oh, are you downloading Divinity?
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Divinity's so good.
Yeah, I beat the hell out of that game. That was great. All right, so last time we were on this, we had our party go to Ord Mantell, and Corey, I'm pretty sure at the end of it, told me to play this stupid cinematic again. But before we do that, can I get you guys to roll your light and dark side points?
you did say you were gonna keep the dark side points from last time.
You did.
Oh,
Yeah, but
no. I'm a man of my word.
After today's
it's okay. We're
events.
just gonna get dark side. Oh wow, too light. I take that back.
Well, you don't
Right.
get to take that back. You get to keep what was there. So
Yeah.
we need to roll obligation, right?
Yes, sir. I have that actual D100 right here. Stay mad. Hold on.
yeah, I forgot about my obligation. That could be a problem.
Speaking of which, drop your sheets in here, please, in the Discord chat, please.
I can't export mine for some bizarre reason, but
Have
it
you
should
made
be
any changes to your
unchanged.
character? Yeah,
No.
Mine's
I
the
haven't made any
exact same
changes.
as it
Sorry.
was.
Just put the changes in. Whatever that you have is fine. I just need to see your obligation because I only know Slevered and Kadia's by heart at this point.
Gotcha.
Do I even have an obligation?
I'll read mine out loud so that everyone can know what's going on, but also so that I don't have to. You know what? I'll. No one look at this but Kalo. Not that interesting.
Okay. 2040.
I got some candy to stress eat, so
How much
No.
have you gone through already?
are we counting the stuff that I ate earlier? Preemptively
Probably.
stress ate.
Oh, Slevered, you came up again. What
I've
is
had
it?
a dozen Swedish berries, maybe.
Give me your sheet again, buddy. I can't wait.
I'm jonesing for some blue bones. Okay. Yeah, let me find it.
That's fine. This gives me a good time to play this nice cinematic that didn't get played last time.
Was that the right planet?
Yes,
It was the right planet.
Yeah, it was. All right. So as your ship slings out of hyperspace, you are quickly greeted with an incredibly monstrous view of what would be called Mandalorian Kyramudes. They are kind of the mainstay of the Mandalorian military, and it's a bit concerning because you see absolutely no Republic presence. There should be at least some, just because of how the diplomatic relationships have been going. And you immediately receive an incoming message. And I'm pretty sure that it's inertial piloting the ship, yes?
I
Hopefully.
believe so.
Yes.
Can
Yeah.
we do the recap before we jump in?
I already did. I said what happened. Did you miss the recap?
Kadia's saying that because Kadia doesn't have good memory.
Oh yeah.
We're going to
No,
another
you
planet
totally
to look
you
for a
totally
guy.
did that. I remember. The only thing I need to update in my notes is the name of the chick that we rescued. It
Samira
was at the
Sinclair.
beginning of-
Oh, we
Rescued in air quotes.
we kind of already tossed her away in prison.
Yeah, I know that. I've got all that noted. I just didn't have her name written down.
Samira Sinclair.
cool.
Think League and hard to beat.
Got it.
I swear to God, that is not a league thing, but all right.
It is. It may not have been intentionally a League thing.
Yeah, it's unintentional, you know. Slava, read your Discord chat. So you guys currently have a message that has been holding for about 5 seconds now.
Oh right, I'm supposed to get that. This is A freighter. Who's
Jace?
there?
Oh.
We still haven't named the ship, have we?
Immediately, a harsh voice comes back in the chat. Interrogative. What are you doing in Mandalorian space?
Uh, hey, a boss. Who's in charge in this group
Two?
anyway?
You're
Tuce,
speaking
yeah,
to the
him.
one in charge.
You see me heavily sweating and uncontrollably shaking after this long journey.
Okay, never mind. Aru, how about you? Are you
I'm
good
gonna
at
flip a destiny point and say that in his drunken haze of being like just missing the drugs, he just immediately wanders over and just starts talking on the comms.
I follow close behind him, but
Listen, we need to get planetside. We're out of supplies. We're gonna die up here.
Please hold. The comms go
Yeah.
quiet as you notice that there are a couple fighters leaving the hangar bays of the Kyramud.
what are you doing?
Trying to live.
You get to take your medicine again?
You saw me throw
You
it
guys
over the.
chance to do something during this time. Currently, you guys have about 5 minutes until they close on the ship.
Oh, that's forever.
Well, obviously I can progress time and be rude, but you should continue.
Do any of you know how heavily armed this freighter is? Is this freighter armed?
Just say that's.
You guys just pointed me to the controls. I have no idea.
We just got shoved inside and taken to
You would
Phaeda.
know that the freighter is armed. It has 3 cannons on it.
So are we considering shooting at the Mandalorians right now? Is that what's
We
happening?
really shouldn't be.
I don't see that ending well.
Oh, what's the worst that could happen? The comms immediately come roaring back to life, and they say, "All right, so you're in a Republic designated ship and currently trespassing. I need to know why before I blast you out into space dust. And I'm going to give you to the count of 5 to do so." He begins counting.
Are we in range of the fighters?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're on a diplomatic mission from the Republic. Please do not shoot.
He stops counting at 3 and says, "All right, I need some sort of verification of that."
Is there a way to like transfer the credentials from the thing that Tuce has, or is that
Sure,
just,
you could try and interface with their stuff. You might want to ask your tech to do it.
John? Can you send this?
Sure.
It's going to be an easy computer's check. So you succeed, even though you know for a fact that Mandalorian operating systems are very different from the Republic. What do you want to do with the 3 advantage?
The Unix system.
Is that what you want me to do with the 3 advantage?
Make it be a Unix system.
I hate you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Let's see. We have potential boosts that we could pass on for any checks that we have against these fighters.
Sure, let's just get some boosts.
Sure. They immediately come back and say, "Yes, you are registered diplomats." They kind of sigh, like they're very disappointed, and they say, "All right, listen, we can't really let you on the planet, regardless of the fact that you're Republican. It's not that we don't want to."
Why is
What,
that?
are you just gonna throw us out supplies then?
Okay, can someone take him to sit down, please?
Hold on.
Tesfa,
Before that happens, Slevered, make a resilience check. I'm feeling the shakes. It's gonna be hard.
All you need to do is make it easy, and I'll still fail it.
Oh, I want you to fail hard though.
they shimmy shakes.
It's racist.
Okay. Resilience. Here we go. That's right. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. I need to add how much setback are we adding to this check?
I'm gonna say
Because
that
I have
it's
to
one
add...
because you haven't hit. You're not super messed up.
Okay, there you go.
That's a
1
threat,
failure,
right?
3 threat.
Ooh, my favorite. So the 3 threat is that you've demonstrated to them that you are the least official Republic official that you could possibly be.
Oh, no.
Projectile vomit like towards the hologram projector, and all they see is just a muddy brown mess on the other side. And then they quickly say, "All right, so this isn't gonna go well, is it?" They literally just say that out loud and say, "We're already having a medical issue planet wide, and you want to bring someone that's clearly sick. We're gonna have to ask you to leave."
He's a different kind of sick. We're here partially to investigate pandemic going on.
You hear what sounds like someone ruffling through documents on the other end as they come back in and say, "I have no such log as of a group coming. Are you medical professionals?"
We're not. Well,
Okay.
we have other skills.
If you're offering to help, you need to actually like have something to offer. Because right now you just sound insane.
Tesla's gonna speak up and say that she's a grade A mechanic.
Not what they need during a pandemic. We understand the risks of going to the planet, and we won't be trying to leave until we've accomplished what we've come to do, if that's what you're worried about.
It's not just that, but I can't give you that information either way. You're gonna have to leave.
What would
At this-
be the role to determine if we can potentially just fly to the surface? Like, outrun them?
Multiple
Ooh,
rounds of combat roll.
warfare.
Yeah.
Warfare.
Warfare? I'm just curious if it's a possibility.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
Well, this is like you're basically trying to intercept one of the greatest forces in the galaxy. It's going to be formidable.
That's 4?
Uh-huh.
Wait. It's hard to know whether or not we can get past them because they're so good.
Basically, you're trying to. The reason that it would be a warfare check and it would be so high, it's basically seeing how you could try and intercept their movements to actually get past them without getting blown up.
Okay.
2
No
successes,
fucking
5
way.
threats.
I don't know how on earth.
What?
Okay, the 5 threat is that it's more of a warning. You're gonna take 1 strain just because I'm gonna use one of them for that.
Uh-huh.
You basically know that there's no margin of error. If you fuck up against this type of force, it isn't the case where you just crash into a planet and hope for the best. You you evaporate. The 2 success is yes, you could race past them. Absolutely, it would take about 30 minutes of precise maneuvering, but only by the utmost experienced pilots. The realization sets in that you don't have one of those.
Yeah, I'm a truck driver.
Is Tesla gonna think she's one of those pilots, though?
I'm gonna turn Tesfa off before she can think she's one of those.
Just reach out as the computer or the robot is like making all these calculations, flick it off, and be like, all right.
Alright, as we were saying.
Would we be able to potentially come aboard? Discuss this further
There
in
is
person?
a strange silence on the other end, and they say, no. It's the most suspect no you've ever heard from a warrior
It's been
class
such a
species.
it's been such a long journey for us, and just I think it would be a lot more relaxing for all of us. Maybe we could help you out. Like, we all want the same things here.
There's a bit of shakiness on his voice. He stammers a bit and says, "Look, we're all trying to respect the treaty that we've all set for our great respective empires, but you can't come aboard."
We're gonna have
I
to go
go-
back and report to our superiors at some point, and if we have nothing to go and tell them, they're just gonna send us or another team back out here. So if we were able to talk to you directly, then maybe we'd be able to work something out, or at least understand the situation better. I can't.
Make a perception check. It's going to be average.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
How was my perceived?
He whispers something almost unintelligible. That's why you're making the perception check.
Is this something that only Aru would be able to do?
Yep.
Okay.
If you want, you can flip a destiny point.
No, I think I'll keep that one.
Oh no, I meant Corey. Keck.
I'm not.
So the wash is
Wait, hold on.
you take one.
I'm just making sure I didn't have anything.
There was a boost that we still passed on that wasn't.
Yes,
Oh.
actually, and they do stack, so you could roll those 3 boosts. Well, they don't stack in the core rulebook, but that's lame, and I am the GM.
That gets me 2 success and 2 advantage on that.
He whispered under his breath something along the lines of, maybe everything will be working by then, and then immediately continues to progress and says, that's fine, send whoever you want. I'm sure they're going to be a bit better at this than you are.
Fucking rude.
I rush back to the cargo hold. This is a freighter, like, we didn't originally own this freighter, right? This is
No.
a freighter that was given to us.
Not even really given to us. It's still the Republic's, and we weren't really the ones who were.
Okay, I'm gonna run back to the. So you'll see me like skittering through the halls, like looking frantically left and right to find the cargo hold. I open the door, and what's inside?
You find a couple crates.
Like the dragon or the box?
Ooh.
What'd you say?
Is it a
Like
crate dragon, or is it like a box with stuff in it?
God, I hate it here. Box.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
All right, so you open up the box and you find a bunch of files inside.
Files are inside the box.
I pull up one of the files. Like, what's the type of stuff that's on these papers?
They're undocumented, but they are a nice blue substance.
I tried to sniff it. Does it do anything? Do I feel better?
Flip a destiny point. So you take off the little cork and just, and it shoots straight into your sinuses, and you feel the worst burning sensation. It's not Booster Blue, that's for damn sure. And you immediately begin to feel like the room is spinning. Go ahead and make a formidable resilience check.
Tesla's
Formidable
gonna
or
power back
daunting?
on.
Formidable.
Okay, 5 difficulty. How much setback now?
2.
So 1, 2.
So the 5 threat is you feel worse now. It's like the craving has just gotten way worse, and you will do anything to sate it.
My nose is bleeding up on the floor. Just
There's a little bit of blue amongst it too.
from me sniffing it, could I actually identify what it was?
Sure, go ahead and make a medicine check. Or education. I'll accept either.
Where are you physically on the ship?
I'm in the cargo hold.
In
What's the
cargo
check?
hold. Okay.
What difficulty?
I'm gonna say it's average.
Average and setback still 2.
Mm-hmm.
These are going to be my rolls from now on. I'm not going to get really much of anything at this point.
What do you mean from now on?
So the advantage, I'm gonna take that advantage, okay, and say, give you something here. This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Your nose feels clearer and thinner.
Like plastic surgery thinner?
Your nose begins to feel strangely cold before quickly settling into a fiery burning sensation.
Yes! Yes! And then I run back out.
Where are you going?
I'm taking one of these sheets with me. and I go back up to the cockpit area.
You sling into the cockpit with all your body weight and just send in a mixture of blue and red substance just everywhere, and it all sprinkles onto your party. And so anyone can make an average perception check. The fluid impacts on your clothes from his nose, and you feel a little disgusted.
Average perception.
Mm-hmm.
So after I heard the
success.
the muttered comment, I don't know when exactly that would have. I got a success. I don't know what exactly the timing there would have been, but I want to lean into John and tell him to like scan the ship if he can.
Sure, let me resolve those successes really quick. The people that succeeded, you quickly identify what's on you as a form of cleaning pipes. It's basically Drano.
No.
Who got the 5 advantage?
That was me. Yeah. Failure. 5
So what do
advantage.
you want to do with the 5 advantage? Maybe you don't necessarily.
None of it got on me.
Sure.
Tuce, what did you do?
I found medicine.
You found the
blue stuff, all right.
Clorox.
Even better.
Clever, take a point of damage. Your lungs begin to burn.
Are we still on a call with the Mandos?
I'll allow the 5 advantage to say that you weren't as well.
Okay, I like that. Yeah.
Okay.
John,
Tell them we have cleaning supplies. We can trade it. We can trade it.
John, can you scan the ship, please?
So, what are you trying to scan in around the planet? There's a lot of things to scan. It's
No, scan the
bustling
ship.
world.
Because he said it'll be working by then, so I want to see if the ship isn't impaired in any way.
Is that something I can do?
Sorry, someone was talking to me. Say that again.
Because he said that maybe it'll be working by then, so I want to scan their ship and see if there's
absolutely.
something.
That's going to be a hard computer check with a setback because you're also trying to get more of a detailed bit of information from a highly militarized warship.
I'm pretty sure I have it. Yeah, I have a setback removal. So.
Well, yeah, I've got to say it so that you can feel like you're.
All right. So difficult.
Yeah. Hard 3.
Hard 3. Computers check. Oh, too easy.
So, what are you looking for information-wise?
I don't know, Corey. What am I looking for?
Just if the ship is not working properly in some way.
Okay, that.
Okay, you begin to run some preliminary diagnostics on the ship, and it comes back instantaneously and reports that the ship itself, the bridge has been vacated. There's no one on the bridge. You're not even sure where the communications are coming from. There's a surprisingly wrong amount of things wrong with the ship.
A wrong amount of things wrong. All right.
It's basically,
wrong.
the best way to describe it is, how on earth did this happen? You know enough about the military to know that no actual admiral would let this happen unless something had gone terribly awry. Like, if the first thing would happen and the admiral would freak out. Like, there's no way that the first one would never be unnoticed.
Okay, I relay this information. Except I also go, yikes.
What do you want to do with the 1 advantage?
Pass a boost.
Should we call them back?
It's funny you mentioned that. Slevered. Make a resilience check hard.
Does my nose feel better?
Slevered, do you want to flip a destiny point here?
My nose doesn't feel better.
Slevered, you feel fine. Your stomach kind of feels a bit disjointed, but you know.
I'm
But you know.
before I was huffing and puffing. I found some tissue on the in the corner of the room, trying to dab my nose. Starting to feel okay again, less sweaty.
Your gut
This
begins to
is good
burn. Take a
news.
point of damage. All right. So, what do you guys want to do now that you have this suspicious bit of information about their military force?
So what do you guys think? Should we try to run it, or should we try to leverage that into talking with them?
It is possible to run them, but it would be exceedingly difficult.
They would also piss off the strongest military in the galaxy.
Thank you, Inertial.
That was Jace. But
No,
yeah.
I know, but thank you. Suspiciously, the comms have gone quiet. They're not actually sending any information, and they seem to have forgot about you because the fighters have left.
Do we want to end up on that ship?
That ship is feeling like not the place to be. Something's going on there.
I agree with Tesfa here. Also, I think someone here might need a hospital.
Slevered, take a
That's
point
what's
of
gonna be
damage.
like. I'll go look at him and move over to Tuce.
Get away from me, I feel fine.
It's worse than that. All you basically hear is bubbles coming from his throat.
What would
I
be a
wanted-
medicine check?
Shooting?
It's gonna be average. You know you got enough to know that this is you could solve this. But I'm gonna flip a destiny point. About to kill this
Four
man with Clorox.
For
Does he
success,
still have a
one threat.
nose?
You didn't roll properly.
It's the...
How, you said average.
I flipped the destiny point.
Yeah.
3 successes.
Okay. So the 2 threat is it's you take 2 strain because the fluid has been sitting inside his throat this whole time, and it's just awful to work on. You stitch it up as best you can, but you know that this will affect him for the rest of his life. Slevered, recover 3 health.
So he won't be able to talk properly for the rest of his life?
Probably it'll just result in spells where, like, if his throat isn't sufficiently lubricated with water or spit, it's going to be awful for him to try and talk.
Tessa's gonna shake her head at the flesh bag.
It starts young, doesn't it, you robot?
I've got a bit of cotton mouth right now. Just looking for a little bit of booster blue with water would be good, but we don't have any of that right now, do we?
I think the booster blue is the problem, Tuce.
Slevered, you're going to have 3 setback now.
Okay.
The urge has gotten worse.
What would Tesla be able to tell, like, that the urge is progressively getting worse between, like, the last 2 times it got worse than this time?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Medicine?
No.
What should I roll?
You've already succeeded. You operated on this person, you would know. The eyes are sufficiently so red that they look like they could be like little beady marbles. Yes, you absolutely know that there is a lot of withdrawal going on here.
I would like to, I'm assuming it would be Brawl, to attempt to restrain Tuce.
Brawl versus athletics?
What's your athletics?
It's an easy.
That's 1?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh my god!
Get off me!
The advantage can be can I get enough of his clothing caught on something that he can't just immediately break away?
I'll say the advantage is just due to you I mean, you can veto this, of course, but I recommend the advantage is he's just so slippery and grimy, but he's really tired of tussling with you that he eventually just agrees to sit down. What do you think, Slevered?
It's not like I can move that far right now.
All right.
That doesn't
I'm
sound like
gonna-
the Tuce I know.
I break free, but like kind of bang my head up against the wall. I'm just like,
I chose to sit here. You didn't make me do this.
This was my choice.
This was my choice. Who else is in the cargo with Tuce and me?
We're in the
I
cockpit.
moved back to the
The
cockpit.
bridge.
I moved
I
back to
missed
the
that.
cockpit. Yeah.
My bad. I'm gonna just say we need to restrain him. He's going through withdrawal.
I'm fine.
This
Just
is
Tuce
need
is
too
just
much.
water.
gonna gesture vaguely at Tuce.
Slevered's characters are always done in by gluttony.
Templar, that's not true. He's never going to get successful rolls. Don't play with my emotions like that. So now you guys are basically sitting in the orbit of Ord Mantell. The fighters have basically gone on a patrol route. They seem to be, noticing that you guys are still there, but no one has said anything else. What do you want to do?
How do we want to handle this? We need to get down to the planet, but the best way to get down to the planet is going to be working with them in some way. We can't just run the blockade, even if the ship is a piece of shit.
Are the fighters gone?
No, they're literally right there. I point out the window. There's one like hovering in front of us.
I'll allow it.
But they aren't moving, right?
Technically, no.
Neither are we.
Give me the comms.
Why?
Just do it.
Why?
Why?
I got an idea.
What?
We can leverage the cleaning supplies.
What?
I want to see how this goes. Do it. I open the comms.
I'm sorry, I'm recovering from the impact of this statement.
Oh, before comms open. John, can you? Well, oh, sorry. Excuse me. Got to get back in character. Okay.
John, can you see life support systems on the ship? Can we see how many people are there?
That's going to be a hard computers check.
I can give it a go.
Go ahead, that's hard.
I think I already have it, yep. Wait. I have a thing that lets me re-roll once per session. Any
Nice.
computers check.
He's really in character on that one. Nice! The threat is that they've noticed you intruding on their systems, but they've just noticed. They're still having a little bit trouble commanding the ship.
Okay. Are comms open now?
Yes, the comms spark to life. What do you want to say about the glories of OxyClean?
For all the fighting Mandalore's done, it seems like you've been done in by some bacteria. Am I right?
No! No! I feel like I know where you're going with this. So on the other end, they come through and say, I suppose that's a way to phrase it. What? They seem a bit confused by this.
You can't fight germs, but it seems like we have something that can.
Go on.
You let us through, we'll let you have it.
What do you have?
How many are dead? And how badly do you want it? You could be next.
Jesus.
Make a deception check.
Germs are anywhere. Germs are everywhere.
Make a deception check. It's
Well, we
40.
have cleaning supplies. It is legitimate. We do have cleaning supplies, right?
You're asking them to inject bleach.
No, I'm asking them to clean their surfaces.
Well, unlike America, I think they know how to wash their hands. God, make a deception check.
Okay.
What kind of fucking moron would think you can inject bleach to get better?
I thought that's where he was going with it. Come on, I know everyone else did.
No.
No, I said we had cleaning supplies.
Yeah, like what?
I mean, all right. Listen,
you didn't
I
say
hate
you'd
to hear
clean the inside of your veins. What the fuck?
it. You realize that he just ingested it to clean his veins, right?
He didn't know what he was doing.
Slevered, make a hard deception check.
Deception check. Okay, fine.
Fuck.
God.
Oh, that's better.
Did
That's
we
a
have
little
any
better.
spare boosts?
No, you enjoy that 3 setback.
Mother, can you spare
it's
a
minus
boost?
one. It's minus one from specialization for it. The what? Okay. Okay. One success, one threat.
I should have.
You can't side with this. You asked for this.
I should have just been painting minis. All right.
Damn.
On the other end, they sparkle up and say, "All right, sure, we're interested." Slever take a strain from the threat, but we're gonna need some help because our docking systems currently aren't working.
Why is that?
Oh, a multitude of reasons.
Personnel problems?
You could say that.
All right. Sorry, what did they ask again? My brain is fogged up.
All right.
Some
So
reason.
they say they point out something on the side of the Kyramud and say,
Okay.
listen, in order for us to be able to receive the cargo that you're peddling, we're going to need you to fix this. And they pull up a hologram and it displays a couple consoles on the side of the ship. Something has very clearly blasted the side of these ships, something pretty large, but very focused and contained.
From the schematic, is that something we could decipher, like it coming from the planet or it being shot at away? Like, was it shot from the planet up to the ship, or was
Make
it
a
shot?
warfare check.
Okay.
I would say you could make perception or warfare. The information you'll get from it will vary.
Mm-hmm.
Could I
So-
join in on that perception?
Sure, yeah, you guys can all do it. The perception is going to be hard, and the warfare is going to be average.
Is it one or the other or both?
One or the other.
One or the other, you can pick.
Three perception checks in a row.
Nice, Slevered. Take a strain, big boy.
Okay.
So you kind of lean forward, Jason, immediately realize that this is a planetary cannon that has scarred the ship like from Ord Mantell. Something is fired on these cruisers from the planet.
Oh,
And you also obtain the same information, John.
I mute the comms, or I motion to mute the comms since I'm still sitting over in the corner.
Interestingly, as well, there is another blast mark because I think you rolled the highest. I'm gonna absorb that 3 advantage. There's another blast mark that has a very strange trajectory, Jace. It's coming from the station that is also orbiting the planet.
huh.
So we
Okay. I pass that on.
Would we have any means of like getting a closer view of the station to see if the station itself is taking damage? Like, is there like a zoom function or something like that?
Sure. You tell the ship
Sensors?
To zoom.
you magnify. That is a
If you want to throw the scan the enemy one, that could probably
Yeah.
be something then. That's a hard perception check.
hard perception check.
Hard perception.
That's what I was gonna do. Do you want to flip a destiny point, Katia?
How many do we have?
We're half.
2.
No, I don't think so.
You sure?
What do you guys think? Should I?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure what
We'll
the
flip
destiny
one.
point's for.
To upgrade the perception check to look at the station.
Ah,
Alright.
Perceive.
Nice.
All right. So you magnify up to the space station, and you see that there is a very suspicious set of fighters orbiting the station. The normal fighters that came from the Kyramuth were man piloted, but the ones that are actually around the station are very quickly identified as Basilisk war droids, but they do not have a pilot. There is also a ton of blast marks that were very clearly coming from the Kyramuths outward. They appear to have a ton of battle damage as well.
Tesfa, the comms are muted, correct?
Yes, because Slevered,
All right.
Slevered, you can thank Slev for that.
Alright, just making sure that they were. I will address the party. I think that this disease has reached a point that they have had to quarantine their own planet, and people have been fighting to get off the planet.
Obviously, yes.
would we know whether or not it's unusual for basilisks to go without their pilots?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
The only reason that would happen is because one of them had dismounted on the ground. That never happens in space. Because if you let go of the basilisk, you're floating in space. Mandalorians did not have any sort of way to traverse through space without them.
Okay.
I think that they might have infected on that ship. That's my guess. The one that's got those weird vibes.
It took a hit from a ground cannon.
Astute
They
observation.
could be trying to destroy it because they have infected on it.
I don't think the
Or they
infected planet's
could have
going to be
been-
trying to destroy the ship for being infected.
Well,
Or they could have
I would
infected the
imagine-
ship by shooting at it with biological.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying
That's what I
is
would do.
there could be parts of the planet that aren't infected. They could be trying to prevent the ship with infected to go to another planet.
If they were going to... I don't know.
That
I
doesn't
don't-
seem right to me.
Yeah, they would have just left earlier, I think.
Yeah, if
You got a sub, Corey?
What?
Got a sub? That's rad.
Hey.
What?
Yeah, so can I, Templar. Let's hope. We can only pray, really.
All I'm saying is I think we should definitely not board that ship.
I would agree with that. And given all this weirdness, I'm not keen on going to the surface either.
I mean, you could send me, I guess.
I'm always in
How?
favor
Do we
of
just
that.
shove you out in an airlock?
Not get too into the details there. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Don't look a war droid in the mouth. Hey.
I say let's dock.
Before we do, I would like to know one thing from them.
All right.
You put your name in the goblet of fire.
What?
I don't know why I thought of that.
What's up? Do we open up comms again?
I guess, yeah.
The comms roar to life. What do you want to say, Jace?
So we noticed you have some battle damage, and before we get close to you, we just want to make sure it's not gonna happen again while we're nearby. Can you?
He begins to stammer. Oh yeah, no, that was just a local training exercise. Everything's fine here. We're all fine.
What were you locally
Uh-huh.
training them to do?
Deceit? Question mark?
I'll say that you can make a perception check because he's not. Yeah, go ahead. It's gonna be average.
Average perception?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The two of you take a strain, and you immediately recognize there's no way that what he said was true. That is incredibly not
No, I
something
mean,
that
it's
any military does.
it's incredibly obvious that he's lying about that. My concern is whether or not it's likely to happen again.
Fair.
Does he seem to be lying about that part?
Yes. Or he doesn't
Okay.
know.
So, do we go fix a broken ship that's likely to be shot at again to get onto a diseased planet, or do we turn around?
So I will
vote turn
remind
around.
everyone that you are agents of the Republic, and you have resources.
For fixing ships, or for getting onto planets, or for not getting infected?
Think about this more externally. It is up to you what you do, but I think a lot of you are forgetting that you're agents of the Republic. You have resources that you can call on.
Well, Jace isn't.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, there's no one in the system, right?
Remember, communication is faster than light.
We could send out the other thing is we don't want the Mandalorians to know that we're sending out something like that. So I think
There's a multitude of things you can do. I mean, like a lot.
We also don't know what our standing is with the Republic after the whole Cohen situation, because that was mostly dealt through the Phaedan officials.
You could contact them. You have time. They're not expecting you to do anything. You technically never said yes to the repair request.
So
Who do we even call? Do we just call like 1-800-Republic and see who picks up?
Clearly the Ghostbusters.
Cohen's superior. You could contact Phaedan officials because they are technically allied with the Republic. There's anything you could do here.
Well, let's contact the Republic and see what they know about the pandemic going on. That's our main concern right now. The Mandalorians, them being non-functional, isn't really our concern. That makes our lives easier if we can get down to the planet. As long as we don't die.
When we showed up here, did you say that there should be Republic ships and there is no sign of them?
Yes, there should be.
Okay.
Basically, this is a contested system. There should absolutely be like representatives of both sides here.
Yep. So
Let's contact Cohen's superior.
and I pull out a little data pad, scroll down a little bit.
It's like, here's his number. Put that in, punch it in.
Would it even have been possible for us to just not notice that there are Republic ships here, or are they conspicuously absent?
Conspicuously absent. Basically, you know from a fact, like based on the treaty that was signed with them, contested systems would have representatives in comparable level warships, so as not to disturb like the balance or make anyone think that someone was being slighted.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's not just that we didn't notice them. They're definitely not here.
You can look around if you'd like.
Okay, I want to do that.
Sure.
Someone
That'll
scan,
be
please.
a hard perception check.
How do assists work in this game again?
It's a boost.
Or if you have specialization in perception, then you can give the proficiency.
Okay.
So I get a nice boost on that one.
Yeah, sure.
Or I could roll it and have massively higher chances of success.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. You do it then.
I will do
it. I would have laughed if you had failed right after that shit talk, honestly.
Hey, massively higher chance does not mean a sure thing. We know how dice work, don't we?
So you begin to analyze the system, and you notice that based off the information that's being broadcasted from the space station, which typically will say the ships and their names, etc., that have entered the system, one of them, there is in fact a Republic ship that was here, and it's not. So you begin to look around a little bit more, typing in a bit, using the ship's scanners, because obviously you couldn't see that just outside the window. And as you do, you notice that there is the engine block, which is conspicuously missing the front of what would be an axe head. There's a very clearly a Republic cruiser that is in orbit, but just completely destroyed.
All right, we need to bring that up with the Mandalorians.
From a distance, I think we should get a little bit more of a distance. Maybe point our noses in the other direction and start moving that way.
Hold up. We've got an opportunity here.
To do what? To do what?
We're about to just embark on directly into their ship. We can get right into their systems. Is that right, John? We can look at their logs, combat logs. This could be good information to sell back to the Republic.
Logs and their blogs?
No, they're logs and they're combat blogs.
Combat blogs?
Dear log. Been a long time since my last post.
We've been conquering a few planets.
What's up, my Mando maniacs?
Yeah, you right now.
Oh. So what does everybody say?
I say you're all insane.
Okay, you're saying you don't want to talk to the Mandalorians about why the Republic ship is no longer functional here?
We could be a bit more sly about it.
We need to be sly about
it?
The
Mandalorians are the most likely reason for that ship to no longer be here.
So
and look at the shape they're in.
Those fighters look fine. Our freighter doesn't. Who's gonna win there?
What?
I'm saying bringing out anything Republic related might get them a little skittish.
We are Republic. We told them that we are Republic.
The more questions we ask, the worse it gets, I think. That's my 2 cents.
Your 2 cents? Is that your podcast name?
No.
I hate you.
Slevered, take a strain.
I felt good about that one. Should there be less strain, not more?
No. Corey's made that argument. He's still wrong.
You didn't have my back when I needed it, Slevered. Now you know how to be.
Alone, yes, cold and alone.
Left hanging in the breeze. Look, what are we going to do with that information then? We definitely need to contact the Republic first. Let them know that their ship isn't here, which they might already know. To be fair. think they should already know. You know, they didn't know about Cohen being a piece of shit.
Do you want to alert them that we're sending out external contact? Because they're going to see it the moment we try it.
What do you think? Are we gonna send a fucking space pigeon or something out? Sending a message. Nothing on that ship seems to work. Would they be able to intercept our comms? We have the world's best, or the galaxy's best encryption specialist here.
Wait, the droid?
Oh, John.
Oh.
Tesfa can't do that. Tesfa's a cleaning droid.
Hey now, mechanic.
I bought you
We
at a
get
fire sale.
Send the message out.
Oh. This
How
is
are you trying to
such a
send the
bad idea.
message out?
Well,
The way- Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Okay, yeah. So out of character. From what I recall, we have to send it through the HoloNet, but we can send an encrypted message. So unless there's Republic ships within, I think it's like 10 light years of us. Since we don't have, do we have long range transceivers on the freighter? Like ones that go beyond
You can
10 light
check.
years?
You can
Okay.
check the ship.
I slam a few buttons on the console to see what the subsystems are.
You quickly realize that yes, the ship does have longer range transmitters than you would expect from a ship of this class.
Yeah. So what we can do is instead of trying to find a HoloNet relay that's nearby the planet, we can find a HoloNet relay that may be further away, so that they wouldn't be able to immediately see that. Then you probably want to send it encrypted too.
All right. So if you want to do that, you're going to need to make an astrogation check. At this point, you'd be micro jumping to a nearby beacon.
I thought the point of the long range sensors or whatever comm was that we could do that from where we are.
That's correct, but based on what Slevered just said, he wants to do it so that they don't immediately notice it, because it would immediately start broadcasting that yes, you are transmitting.
Oh, so we'll just leave and then come back a few minutes later. Okay.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, unless you're okay with them knowing that we're transmitting. They wouldn't be able to know what we're transmitting, but they know that we are transmitting. Because it'd be like it's like charging up your shields, or it's a power spike in your ship.
It's pretty well broadcasted. Like,
so like
there's
the
an energy
fighters would know
transmission
that that's happening. Yeah.
Yep. So who wants to make that astrogation check?
I will.
I think, yeah, Kadi is the best.
All right, make an average astrogation check. All right, you punch in a couple numbers into the ship, and you feel pretty successful about this, and you pull the switch. The ship immediately slings itself into hyperspace, comes out directly in front of a beacon that begins broadcasting in what you would immediately recognize as Morse code. What would you like to do?
Can
Morse
I,
code.
dice have for it?
It's just making that noise.
There's a couple things you can ask here. You can try and decipher it. It would be computers.
Yeah, I'll give that a shot.
All right. You can make an average computers check.
Ooh. All right.
Okay. What do you want to do with the Triumph, real quick? Kadia?
I'm thinking.
Okay, just making sure, because I wasn't sure if I didn't broadcast.
Maybe have the information contained is very detailed and specific information.
I will say that it already is that. What do you want to do with Triumph?
Oh, You guys got any ideas?
So there could potentially be nearby ships to support us, like something that could jump in relatively quickly. There could be maybe like we could find potential supplies in our cargo bay that we weren't able to find before.
Do you guys want to hear what the success is before you decide?
Yes, let's go with that.
Sure. The broadcast, it is a essentially a manifesto. It seems to be originating from a Joel and Sinclair, and it is. You very quickly realize that this message has been forcefully placed onto the beacon. It is broadcasting as far as it can. It's a, by all accounts, a threat. You begin to read it out loud. It reads, fellow brothers of the Republic, I ask that you do not let these Mandalorians continue to deface our planets and kill our women and children like they did in the past. I have led the first initial rebellion against them on Ord Mantell. I ask that all Republic ships sympathetic to my cause quickly arrive as soon as possible. I have already engaged their forces. And then it ends.
For the fact that all those Republican ships are destroyed, I think he's doing a pretty bad job.
Well, do we want to help him or do we want to bring him back? That would be the main decision we have to make, too, before we go in.
We make that decision if we go on planet, but at this point, moot point.
Who did we hear that there was a pandemic from?
The Republic, as well as, like, astrogation systems typically send out news and such of all planets so that people, when they're arriving, can plan for this sort of thing. It was very public information.
Yeah, but
we have general information about there being a pandemic on the planet. That was about it. Nothing specific.
Yeah, like I was thinking more from the angle of like, is it possibly?
Are you saying the pandemic was fake, Corey?
I'm just saying. I'm asking questions.
I'm about to leave this session. I hate it here.
I'm thinking it's probably fake. That's what it's sounding like. Sounds like a hoax made up by the Mandalorians.
Oh!
I don't know if Mandalorians think that far in the future about that stuff. So we could actually take a little education check here. When's the last time Mandalorians have used biological warfare?
Sure, make an average education check.
All right. One in three.
Literally just before the treaty was signed, they use tritium gas all the time. They use nuclear bombs. They use the radiation contained from the fragments that come from the nuclear bombs. They are very predisposed towards using any means necessary to blow a motherfucker up or poison them. They do it all the time.
But that's like poison. That's not creating a biological agent.
Tritium is a biological agent.
Okay.
Okay, so
we want to do the advantage, and then after that, you have to resolve the triumph.
Yes, so 3 advantage will be, are there any similarities to what we know about this particular pandemic in comparison with tritium specifically?
None at all. The biological agent being reported it's not consistent. There's not a lot of information about it other than that's what Ord Mantell is reporting.
Alright, and then let's say the triumph is that Jolan's got... We'll go with he has some ships in reserve in jump range. Yeah? You guys cool with that?
Wait, what?
Jolan or the Republic?
The Republic.
Okay, I'm going to ask for specifics here. What are you asking for?
Are we asking for diplomatic ships, or are we asking for military ships? What are we asking for? Because we could ask for ships that can help repair. This could potentially be really beneficial for us. Or we could just try to fight them.
So my thoughts are either diplomatic or medical, something that would be able to address the disease, like someone who's got like training and the similar type contagions.
I mean, whatever we're getting needs a military escort because the Republic needs to reestablish itself here anyways. That doesn't mean we're necessarily going to fight them. The terms of the treaty include the fact that we would be here as well. So
let's go with the medical ship.
Before you make the final decision, none of you have ever... What do you want to broadcast on the message? Because you never made that. You just found out that Jolin was broadcasting.
All we should do is tell the Republic that the ship that was here has been destroyed and let them make whatever decision they're going to make. We can make a recommendation that they send a medical ship, but we're not the ones deciding the Republic foreign policy here either way.
True.
Sure. Make an average computer or easy computer check, Joan. And sure, due to the Triumph, there's actually a very sizable... it's a hammerhead vessel. It's nearby. It is actually primarily stripped down for medical purposes and only has one firing battery on it. Matter of fact, it warps in right next to you guys. You know what? I'm going to be crazy with this.
I don't like this. GM's being nice.
The hammerhead immediately begins to broadcast to you guys. Do you want to answer?
Yes, on screen.
You immediately open up and see a droid on the other side, which quickly moves to the side as the captain clearly takes his position on the hologram. Looks like a Zeltron woman. She kind of just salutes you guys and says, "So you guys got that strange message too, huh?"
Sure did. We actually we're actually requesting assistance, so seems to be a little bit of a problem in orbit until things have changed.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I want to bring a medical vessel around a ship that is very clearly engaged in combat.
You can hang back until we get the all clear.
She gives you a nod and says, she identifies herself as Ymira and says that she's, the eyebrow of the ship, and gives you the actual direct communication of the ship.
All right, received. We can close out comms, and do we want to make the jump back?
I think so.
Astrogation check?
Sorry, I was looking at the chat.
Yeah, whoever's using those accounts forgot to change the name of the person they're harassing. Real rookie move. Rookie.
Beautiful. All right, make an easy astrogation check.
One second. Ooh, 1 failure, 6 advantage.
I said easy, by the way.
Did I not do easy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my bad.
It's all good.
Okay, 0-1. What specifically is this check for? Because I'm unclear on that.
You're micro jumping back to the system.
Okay, the micro jump. Got it.
You micro jump back into the system, but you're kind of far off. What do you want to do with the advantage?
You already resolved what I was going to use the advantage for. Let's see here. The advantage is we're not that far off.
Sure. I'll say that your micro jump puts you very close to the station. What do you guys want to do?
The station with the war droids that are circling it?
That's right.
That's an advantage?
Well, that's the 0 success.
Well, is our hammerhead close to us?
If you ask for it to be.
I think
we
that
told
be
the
our
hammerhead
advantage?
to stay back until we...
Shit.
Yeah, we said stay back.
It only has one weapon battery on it, guys.
Why would we tell it to stay back? We're fine.
So we jump back, just looking out of the cockpit. Are the war droids doing anything different, or are they just doing their same little pattern right now?
They're on a very robotic pattern. They haven't deviated from it.
Are we close enough to do like a life support scan or like a body count scan, so like be able to like look directly in there and see how many?
Sure, you can ask
Like,
John to do
yeah.
that, because that's what really you're asking. John, can you make a check?
Ramirez.
John, that's going to be an average computer check, big boy.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh
I
my
did it.
god.
There is an alarming amount of casualties on that ship. There's about 236 dead, as well as 93 survivors on the ship.
On the ship, not the
Sorry,
station.
the station. My bad.
Okay.
It's the station. My bad.
This station was previously just like neutral.
The affiliation of the station is Mandalorian.
Okay.
That's who built it.
All right. I tell
Jace, we just bring us over to the big ship. Let's get away from the station.
Yeah, let's do that. Is that going to be a roll, Kalo, or?
I mean, you're not really doing too much. You quickly veer the ship onto a course away from it. No Basilisk droids seem to be following you. Where are you going, however?
Apparently in the direction of the ship we were in contact with earlier.
we were going to repair the ship, the other ship in some form, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine that you would send Tesfa over to do that.
Something like that. If we don't have any like spacewalk suits, we're not going to be able to really exit the
Well,
ship.
so don't we have a like a small ship for docking, like
No,
odd
No.
type thing?
We're just
that's
a
the last
freighter.
campaign.
I thought we had one of those.
Yeah, we were last campaign. We're not that wealthy in this
We crashed that like 30 times, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
we crashed
Oh.
everything we
Didn't
had.
crash was Iceman's, honestly.
Well, I mean, in theory, we could dock with that ship and just Tesla get off.
Well, no, we can't dock with that ship. That's the whole point, I thought.
Yeah, it's unable to be docked to right now. It has problems with its docking station.
And
That's
they're
what we're
not
trying to
very
repair.
cooperative.
Would they have a ship that they could ferry someone over?
They don't seem to really want to.
Or they would want
Mandalorians don't
repairs.
exactly. Mandalorians don't exactly want to participate with anything to do with the Republic.
Except when they need a Republic ship to repair their own.
Well, I was
Oh,
about, like that would still be on their interests, right? To get repaired? No?
Well, the repairs are external. So getting ferried over isn't doing that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm thinking more like internally than externally. That's my bad.
What are these people in the chat? Oh my lord.
You don't want to donate to whatever their name is?
No.
They'll dox me though, Kalo. Please go donate.
Okay.
They have my IP. There's no
All right.
defense against this.
All right. Let's take a look back in the ship and see if we have any repair tools of any type that we can send Tesfa out with.
All right.
How much
You
are we
begin
really
to-
concerned with them, though? That's what I'm wondering.
We're using this to get close to the ship so that we can grab some data off it. That's the
I
extent I'm
mean-
going.
Okay, fine. Trust you on this. For some reason.
Should always trust me.
I.
This is the voice of trust right here.
It's not.
Didn't you just snort some Drano?
Yeah.
That's the
Alright.
Drano of trust.
I'm gonna flip a destiny point.
Drano of trust.
You guys notice that a ship has come out of hyperspace on the edge of the system.
What kind of ship?
It's a G-class freighter, and it is currently on a direct path to the surface.
As it flies by, you hear
Oh, guess
la da
we're-
da da da.
How fast is it going?
It's very clearly trying to run this blockade. Do you guys want to do anything? Do you care?
We follow
Uh,
it.
I don't think so. Do we?
I'm just gonna watch.
Again, official government representatives, you don't want to piss off the Interstellar Navy.
Fine.
So the G-class freighter begins to move straight through the chiromods, and they instantly start to open fire. You notice a couple shots begin to impact the hull of the freighter, but it more or less manages to beat them and moves past them and heads straight for the surface.
So, could I see if I recognize this freighter
Sure,
from like last session?
sure. It's going to be an easy perception check.
But did they literally just fly right past us and just wave at us?
Room, we're going in.
So you look at the ship, and it's very clearly. What information do I give you?
Samira's face is plastered in a
It says-
decal on the side.
It's a van that says "You mad" on the side of it.
There's some strange etchings on the. No, so yes, this is very clearly Samira's ship. The registration that is, providing on all channels. They haven't made any effort to hide that. However, they are severely damaged from the blockade run, and you imagine that it might be hard to get that ship off the ground again.
Well, they made their choice.
Just as an observation as well, we saw how many batteries were getting fired. Was it significantly more or less than what we originally, was it the same or less than what we originally thought with that initial warfare check?
It's about on par. Like it's what you would expect them to do. Clearly, their weapon systems are working.
And they still failed.
So a communication comes through to you guys from the Mandalorian ship. What do you want to do?
On screen.
Yeah, on screen.
So instantly they say, "What are you guys trying to do? We understand that is a Republic vessel."
That other ship, that ain't with us.
I think it was you guys. In fact, I would very much appreciate if you guys would vacate the system immediately.
You don't want us repairing your ship then?
The line goes quiet.
I try to open comms back up again.
There is no response.
Listen here, you little shit.
And try, and I try with you.
Maybe we start flying away. See if they hail us.
Oh, we're not playing the 5-year-old strategy with this.
Fuck.
At this point, it might not be safe for Ymira to come in. The other ship.
We also are right at the station, right? Like we're basically halfway past the blockade at this point.
Yeah, like the Republic has a right to be here too. They can't tell us to leave.
All their guns say they can.
I mean, we're almost past them.
If they're gonna,
Bear in mind, you guys got next to the station and specifically said you flew backwards towards
The blockade and the station, I thought they were on the same orbit path. Are they not?
They are, but they're still pretty far away from each other.
Okay. It just like horizontally, not like away from the planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't want to be an evil person.
You're playing a drug addict. Come on now.
drug addicts aren't evil.
Well,
I also don't want to put the crew. You see a look come over Tuce's eyes, a look that you haven't seen in quite a while. Aru would recognize this look. Why did you? But I'm trying to hide it from others.
Aru approaches Tuce's escapades with a resigned acceptance at this point. So
that's fair.
I'm looking down at a data pad. It has Gamira's contact information on it. Looking back up to the comms. Looking back down to the pad. Why did you open up those comms? Let's let Gamira jump on it.
Why? Why? What are you trying? Are you trying to get another ship blown up?
Trying to get us on the planet.
What?
I contact the Mandalorian ship.
All right, they respond with a bit of a grunt and say, "What?"
Per Article 7, subsection C of the treaty, we are allowed to establish a presence here, so if you try to interfere with that, you're going to be in violation of the treaty. And
Did
then
you flip a fucking destiny point?
Here, I'm lawyering.
All right. No, I like it. Okay. So the comms go quiet after a while, and there is a begrudging acceptance moan on the other side. All right, fine.
Now, we can either call our ships in here now, or you can just let us go down to the surface. No questions asked.
There's a hearty chuckle on the other side, and he says, all right, go ahead.
He's like, have fun with the surface.
But they were trying to
Nerds.
stop us from going to the surface before. Why would they say have fun with the surface? What's going on here? Huh?
Curious.
Very curious.
Suspicious, one might say.
Can you send a message back to the captain and say we're going in? They can do with that information whatever they want.
All right, sure. Someone can send it. Whoever wants to send it.
Is anyone
That's
opposed to
what,
going in right now? Do you want to get some environmental suits before we do that?
From where?
Yes. Yes, to all of it. Have you not been...
Well, we can rendezvous with that ship, see if they have anything. And a destiny point says they will.
A medical ship should. I don't even think we need to spend a destiny point on that. I feel like a medical ship would have that kind of stuff on it.
Sure.
All right.
No destiny point flip. I'm gonna say it's on the ship.
All right. So we're gonna jump back to where we had the hammerhead.
You can just send a message. You don't have to jump.
Well, we want to get some environmental suits from them. Unless we can say we got them on the last
I was saying
ship.
it was on your ship.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, is everyone okay? Are we good with going down now?
Because to me, it doesn't make much fucking sense for them to send you guys
Them
out.
to send us to a plague
Okay, yeah.
planet without any supplies other than Drano and some.
You
They
just
said,
mad
here's
you reported it.
Here's some Drano. You got this, right?
I'm mad because a cargo hold I got styled on from a cargo
Jay-
hold.
Jace, Tuce, are you good with landing?
Oh god! All right,
I'm
who
I
wants
got this.
All right,
I
good.
rolled 3 success on.
N-
Or
What the fuck are you? I didn't even tell you.
What are
what
you
to roll.
rolling?
I was rolling easy to communicate to the ship.
Go ahead and roll
so-
that. That's your piloting check. Good luck.
Wait, who's
Tesva
piloting?
isn't
this ship again?
piloting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tesma's piloting. Let's go.
No,
All right,
no.
hold on. Confer with
No.
your fucking party guy.
You
Jace
can
is the
co-pilot and
pilot.
pilot here too, if you want to.
I
Why-
have a decent piloting. 2
Well,
yellow.
The way you
pilot.
communicated it to me, I thought Kari was doing a pilot check. Sorry, my
Oh,
bad.
no.
Let's.
What
is
I
Kari-
was, what my role was, it was 3 success, 0 advantage to communicate with the medical ship and tell them that we're going in.
I mean, I didn't. You don't have to make a check. You just send it.
Oh,
out.
okay.
Unless you're trying to encrypt it, you can just like ping it.
So you can either co-pilot, throw a co-pilot check. If we're trying to land and it's difficult, you can throw a co-pilot check there.
I
And
feel
this
like.
is my piloting role, so if you
Do I
can
not
add to
have the
that-
best piloting?
I don't know. Do you?
I have 2 yellow. I thought I had the best.
What's
I
your
have
total?
a
though?
yellow and 2 green.
Yellow and 2 green's better than 2 yellow.
Okay.
But you
But I
can
would
run a
take skill
co-piloting check.
assist,
Yeah,
or whatever.
I'll do a
however it works.
co-pilot.
Skill assist would be very helpful too.
What
doing
is that?
Are you
What is
doing,
that?
That is
I
the
don't
What's
like
the-
that.
Did I get the sense
What's
that they were saying they were going to blow us out of the sky if we landed?
No, they. That's not what they were implying.
What's the co-piloting check? I'm looking. 2. Got it. Thanks.
Keck.
Cool.
Okay.
You can pass on a boost with that advantage.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I would happily take a boost.
Oh yes.
And I am going to flip a destiny point unless anybody.
Go for it.
I do not
Go
object.
for it. That's a lot of red dye right there.
And I want to check my character sheet just to make sure I'm not missing something. Holy cow, I have nothing related to piloting. All right. We're all gonna die.
Good.
All right. You begin to steer the ship towards the planetary atmosphere. You make your way past the Chiromuds, and they don't fire on you. There's no weapons charging up, no nothing. However, as you're doing so, you notice that there is a strong energy signature coming from the planet. And you immediately see a giant green flare just streak past the ship, and then the second one impacts the ship. The ship itself will take 5 damage from that. You guys need to try and basically at this point you want to try and find a place to land. You can either just panic land in the desert to try and get out of the way of the ship, or you can try and go to the only station on the planet, like a outpost. Sorry. One will be harder
Okay.
than the other.
Pilot,
Good.
where are we going?
Could we determine roughly where the shot came from?
Make a perception check.
Difficulty.
Sure, that's going to be easy with the boost because you saw where it came from.
Somehow failed.
What a lad! Holy fuck!
That,
What a lad. What's the
that-
advantage?
What do you want to do with the advantage?
Landing is going to be very easy because I don't know, the ionization trail cleared out the clouds and stuff.
Sure, I'll allow that. Absolutely. Go ahead and make. Where are you landing though? You got to decide. Desert or base.
I'm just the driver.
Tuce.
Can we see? Oh, with the 6 advantage, can we see if Samira landed a specific place?
Crash.
Sure. Just because it was Slevered that mentioned that, we'll kind of. So, you see a trail. You kind of scan it a little and quickly realize that the trail that she left behind is in the exact direction that the blast came from.
Okay, so we just got shot at by her brother.
Yeah, most definitely.
And she landed right next to him.
Now, as you're kind of like listing there, a couple more shots come. However, this is the important part. They are very far away from you, like someone has geared the controls to the side.
I vote we go to the city. Or towards the shots.
Yeah, it looks like we might have a friend there.
Okay. I guess that's where we're going.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Sorry, confirmation.
City?
All right,
Yeah.
sure.
Towards where the shots were.
Assuming those are the same.
They are different locations. The shots were coming not from the city.
We want to go
Yeah, it's from the
to
desert
where the
area, I guess.
Do we want to go to where
They're
the
I
coming-
shots
want to
were?
go to the shots.
The ship at this point won't be able to take much more impacts like that. Bear in mind.
Guys,
we
I
do-
should mention I have a thing about getting shot at. Can we please get this bird on the ground?
Can we do a quick damage control while that's happening?
Sure,
I'll roll for that.
it's gonna be
Are we-
hard.
We're above half, or we're above our threshold.
4 success, 1 advantage.
Is it success? Holy, what the fuck?
Are we above our threshold? Because the damage control is based off of trauma's
Yeah,
half
so you
threshold.
took 5 damage, and I know you have the stat block, Sliver.
Yeah. For this
we not
freighter,
have
no,
any-
no, I don't.
Sorry, I thought I gave that to you. Do you have the YT on hand? Because the only difference between this
Yeah,
and the YT
I'll
1300
pull
is
it
it
up.
has 1 extra cannon.
We'd be below half if it's the YT.
That's average, right?
That's below half is easy.
Go ahead and roll again, Claudio.
I can't just keep my hard roll where I beat it.
With
No.
4 success. Which YT?
13.
13.
Why did one of my dice disappear? What?
Is this an easy?
Alright, sure. 2 success, 1 advantage.
Trying to help you out here. All right, so you recover. It's the success amount, right, Sliver?
It's the success amount.
You recover 2 hull
shouldn't-
points.
Shouldn't
And-
that... Was that 5 damage reduced by armor already?
The armor of a YT 1300 is
3.
what?
3.
No. Yeah. Okay, so that would just repair you guys back up to full. All right, so you guys are heading for the city, yes?
I have
Heading
no
towards the
idea.
shot. Heading towards the shot. So if the shot's outside of the city, we're heading outside the city.
Great, we're flying towards the thing shooting at us.
Yes.
Happy thoughts.
Not shooting at us anymore. Shooting away from us right now.
Hey, a white cube.
Your favorite. All right, so you guys begin to head into a serious, dense amount of mountains, and you find a orbital cannon that is currently aimed directly up, suspiciously. And there is
They're, like
a
tracking us as we fly in.
No, it's not. It's just aimed up.
Can you ping the orbital camera on the map? Or orbital gun on the map?
It's not on this map in particular. This
Yeah.
is Flavor Town.
Okay.
You mind if we bring in our ship somewhere?
Sure.
Oh,
That's
I
what I have.
actually, we need like a train prop or an ore hauler prop like that, so get that.
What, for the mod?
Yeah.
Well, easy work already done.
Do we
For
have a
five
ship model?
for
Probably.
$5
No, we don't have
ruse,
a
you can pick
dynamic
it up
yet.
on Kalo's Patreon.
That's right. That's right. Oh, I didn't loop. Love to hear it. Anyway, continue, guys. So you currently land the ship in. Get the ship problem, maybe.
Wow, those are some big I-beams.
What?
The beefiest
Scale
of my
these
beams.
things.
Don't bully me.
They are pretty
They're
girthy.
beefy. What are they building there? What's bigger than
I
that?
can't find.
Promote me. Promote me.
Fucking disappointment.
What?
Palpable.
Why?
I'm sitting here waiting for a dynamic, and I just see the cool running.
So my computer sounds like it's about to take off. If I disappear, it's probably because something blew up.
Oh no! It's
That's
the
not good.
polygon count of these mountains.
Do you need to restart or something?
No, it should be fine.
I actually don't have it. I only have a
Love to
Slevered.
see it.
Oh my god!
Slevered.
All right, well, we landed.
We landed.
Here, hold on.
Cool Running's back for round 2,
That's right.
boys.
Well, was that Nereth's ship or Cool Runnings? I don't think they were the same ship.
They were.
That was Cool's Running.
Oh,
we
yeah,
took it
that's,
from Nereth.
Yeah.
It's not his anymore.
it was the ascending snail that we had first, right?
Yes.
Oh, love to hear it. All right, so
The
you guys
ascending
find out
snail.
that there's not too much of a like good area for you to land. It's going to be pretty difficult to do so. Make a hard piloting check.
Yay! Something else to fail. Hey,
But
Kadia.
It looks like we already landed.
You want to try that co-piloting thing again?
Yeah, sure. What's the difficulty for the co-piloting? Hard 2?
I think it's always just 2,
It's always just 2? Alright.
according to the cheat sheet.
Excellent.
that
2
was-
success.
That was 1.
What do you mean?
Good job.
Did you roll somewhere else? Am I looking
I
at
rolled
the wrong
in the
spot?
I rolled in the corner.
You'd love to see it.
I rolled on the wrong side of the board. My bad.
Oh, okay, so I was just lost. Good to know. Okay, so 2 success, that means what? Difficulty is reduced by 2? Holy cow, that is strong.
Ooh. I'm helping.
I'm doing that right?
Yeah. What's up? You good?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever participated in a co-piloting check. So, just wanted to double check.
Okay.
Hey, look, I didn't crash the ship on my first outing.
Hey.
One second, guys. Oh.
Oh no, another white cube.
Can you stop?
Sorry.
So, you guys managed to land a fair ways away from this hangar bay because it doesn't look like they seem too interested in you guys actually coming inside. However, you do notice that there's a jutting mouth out of the side of a very large hill that is mostly covered by sand, with a couple of rock faces being exposed. You guys are going to have to make quite a jog to get inside. What would you like to do?
Jog to get inside.
I put on my robe and wizard hat.
Shut the fuck up.
My environmental suit. I put on my environmental suit before I get out.
Is this this part of it, like this main hangar section, is that actually open topped or is it just the front that's open?
Just the
It's just
front.
Okay. want to make sure.
I'm gonna hop on our fleet of speeder bikes that we totally had in the hangar.
Everyone needs to make a hard athletics check to decide just how fast you get. Good luck.
Screw you, Caleb.
I
What's
hate
wrong
you.
with Lever?
Hey, Tuce,
My
I
gosh,
got some
yeah.
skims. I don't know if it'll help you right now, but
What's wrong, Slevered? Just don't be a drug addict, forehead. Oh!
Oh no!
oh boy. Athletics, right?
Yep.
Oh boy.
I got 1 and 2.
What's the
Um,
check? Sorry,
eight.
hard athletics.
Hard athletics,
right.
yeah.
What do you get, Iceman? What have you rolled?
Spaceman.
Wait, what
I
am I
want to say his
rolling?
name.
A hard athletics check.
Oh boy.
A bunch of nerds,
Yeah.
like, heaving in the desert.
4 failure, 2 threat for me.
The asthmatic crew.
I'm in my environmental suit.
What did you? Oh God. Why do you have so much athletics? What?
Wait, what?
I don't.
Oh.
Oh, what an absolute Chad. You take 2 strain, but you like power walk past your crew who is just like heaving and just sweating in this, just really hot desert. You'll go quite far ahead of them with I'm sorry.
I also succeeded, thank you.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you're the other
It's
human
those
catches up
nights
with you.
spent in an enclosed space with a very hot computer that I'm just used to the heat.
Tesfa also manages to keep up. However, you guys begin to hear what sounds like vomiting.
I'm in an environmental suit, so it's just you
guys
just hear
turn
vomiting
around.
over comms.
You turn around and see a massive splatter of blood and bile on the front of his mask.
And I'm like trying to wipe it away. I'm just smushing it up against my face.
Slevered, you're currently prone.
Help me!
You guys just gonna leave him there? Holy shit! Aru, you're currently like next to him. You're feeling the heat of the sun. You can't really beat the heat. And you, what do you want to do?
I failed worse than he did. I don't know.
Tesla's gonna
Oh God, you're right.
Tesla's
So what
gonna
happened
shake
to
her head disappointingly and turn around to go help the flush bags.
You realize that. Shit. All right, so you realize that you've been severely dehydrated this whole time. That only exacerbates the issue, and you begin to like quickly like fucking losing it. I love it. So you kind of like get down on your knees and just like try to breathe as much as you can. Do you want to like? What do you want to do? At this point, you're probably gonna get heat syncope.
Nothing I can do. Just need to get inside, but I can't.
Oh, okay. Oh, I have a canteen. Too bad everybody has helmets on.
In the middle of the desert, you have a canteen. Wow, damn, that's crazy.
I have a comm link. I calmed Jason
so
asked
do you
for
guys
his
wanna help
canteen.
them?
Yeah,
All right.
I trudge back to them and
Trudge back to them and act begrudgingly about it is what I just heard.
I need help.
well,
Brother, help me! I
There's
am
a-
pinned here.
there's an element of trying to be helpful and not wanting to look at Tuce's faceplate.
Thank you, Templar. All right, so you turn back and you notice that the faceplate is icky. And what do you want to? You just hand the water over to Aru,
Aru.
correct?
Yeah.
All right. What do you do, Aru?
Can we say that some of the vomit has just leaked down to his feet inside the suit, and
Yes.
he just makes a squishing SpongeBob SquarePants sound every time he takes a step?
Aru,
Disgusting.
you have the water. What do you want to do?
I mean, if I'm wearing the suit, so I can't even drink the water. Is there
You want
a
to take off the helmet?
no? Is there a little
I mean,
little spigot or something in the suit that I can get the water through?
I don't think the desert is like immediately lethal. It's just kind of hot.
Fine, I take the helmet off. I take a drink of water. And I give it back.
You contract rockjoy.
Do I cough?
The water kind of like gets caught in your throat a little bit, and you begin to cough.
Oh no.
All right, so you guys, I'm assuming, want to go on your way. It's going to be a little bit slower because the rest of your crew like failed spectacularly. All right, so after a little bit of traveling, you guys make your way up to the mouth of the hangar. It's suspiciously empty.
So by suspiciously empty, is it like it just no people, or is it empty as in storage wise? It's empty. It's dusty.
Looking around the room, it looks like this was, it's very clearly been used for quite a while. Just because, you see Mandalorian war speeders like currently being repaired by automation systems. There is, the lights are currently still on. There's cargo that looks freshly cracked open, but there's just no people. And there is also a fine layer of dust that has settled in.
I walk around to some of those storage units, hoping for something of the
Guess
blue
what you wanna
variety.
do?
Open up container number 1.
You crack it open and realize that most of it is munitions. There's a ton of energy cells for blasters.
Jace walks up behind him and closes the lid. Maybe don't try to snort those, okay?
Okay, fine.
Just close the box and look him in the eye and just shake your head. No.
I'll walk deeper into the hangar bay.
I
Okay.
would like to keep an eye out for movement other than us.
Sure. As
Feeling very jumpy after
Tuce
being
can't
shot at.
Tuce Canton moves forward, and you immediately notice there's a ton of movement coming from the two doors all the way at the end of the hangar bay. Two turrets
Cool.
immediately deploy.
Hey, Tuce, maybe back up. Back this way.
Backing up.
They seem to be on a just a patrol rotation. They're looking around the room, and after a couple seconds of Tuce Canton backing up, they quickly go back down into the ground.
How hefty were those turrets? Were they like anti-personnel turrets, or like anti-vehicle?
You can do a perception check. I'll say that's average.
All seems
Warfare
super
would
safe.
also be acceptable. It'll be easy. Why the red die? What? Why?
Because I did the wrong thing. Just, it's fine. We're all fine here. How are you?
What?
What? It was worse.
So many blank die.
Okay. Oh yeah. So
what
those
is-
looked kind of like guns. Was anybody else rolling?
Okay, so I will. How badly damaged do those speeders look?
Okay, sure. So you move up to the speeders. Make a warfare check.
Difficulty?
I'm gonna say it's average. Oh yeah, look at this check. Yes, it's just gonna fail.
Yeah, yep.
So the threat is when you move up to the speeders to like look them up and down, you knock over a thing of tools and damage one of them further.
How do you even manage that?
So one of them is a plasma cutter and turns on accidentally and scorches a massive hole directly through the engine fuselage. Nice job.
What about the other two?
You failed. You need someone else to take a look at him. Someone else who isn't suffering from withdrawal, I imagine.
These hands aren't made for
Vespa,
labor.
can you go assist him?
Tesla's gonna sigh and go assist him.
Slevered, you've become the Tesla of last campaign.
Robots can't sigh.
Tesla somehow manages to make a sighing noise.
For the briefest of moments, the robot has lungs. Alright, so Kadia, make an average warfare check.
1 second. 3 of these, 2 of those. I
Alright,
hate you.
following in his footsteps, you knock over the speeder on its side.
Harder than it looks, don't it?
Shut up, you.
All right,
point.
fine. Let's go for 3 for 3.
Is that your perception?
Perception? You said warfare.
Sorry, warfare. My bad. That's great. That's hilarious.
We're not. There's only one smart person in this group.
So
He's too busy looking at his computer.
the threat is a massive globule of sweat moves down your brow. You wipe it off and take a strain. One of them is operational. However, the other one that would have been operational has been knocked on its side and damaged with a plasma cutter.
All right. Well, if you hadn't figured it out, the one that's knocked over, but hurt, that one's not working. Imagine that. This one over here, though, this one's fine. Why did we want one of these?
I was gonna ram it at one of the turrets.
We're gonna have
that
transport
sounds-
to get out of here when we wanted to.
That's what the
That
other ones are
sounds-
for, and I point across the room to the other.
Well, first we should be trying to make contact with the people here rather than trying to destroy their stuff. I feel like if we blow up their speeder and their turret, they're not gonna like us at all. And there's a chance they might like us a little bit still.
Well, how do you expect to get past these turrets?
Hey, John, is there any kind of network in this building?
Do I just know that, or
I'll
I
say
assume-
yeah, absolutely.
Is there a Wi-Fi network to connect to?
We're in.
All right, so you connect into the network, and most of the systems are pretty like unguarded. Like very clearly, someone didn't care too much about this location. What are you looking for?
Turret control.
All right, the only thing that seems to be guarded is in fact the turret controls themselves. You can look through their camera if you'd like, but other than that, you'll need to make a hard computer check to try and turn them off.
Hey, John, how hard do you think it would be to override IFF on those things?
Well, for most people, very.
For you?
For me,
It shouldn't be an issue.
Go ahead and make that hard computer check.
Would you like to do that? It would be very helpful to be able to move past this massive hallway.
All right, so
Tap
you
some buttons.
you tap some buttons and make some very obnoxious clacking noises. Um,
Good.
Why are
and
you
the
making a
turret,
touchscreen sound like that?
the turrets quickly deploy, and then they swivel downward like they're powered down.
Good.
So, we going, or can we just leave like I've been wanting to do this whole time?
We came this
We can just
far.
leave, right?
Sure, Corey. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we'll just. No. That was like 15 minutes ago. That's fine. We can end it here. This is a decent enough place to end.
All right, so that's gonna do it for tonight. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you are enjoying the series so far. We should be back in 2 weeks, which is
Correct.
the 8th. Yeah, that's the 8th.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely be there because I won't be having the teaching job. So yeah.
Yes,
Well,
I
that
can
depends if
update
you're
for-
like if you have any minis to paint.
Don't bully me.
You know, priorities.
You know, priorities.
I was having
Not
some
helping out your
fun.
friends.
No.
All right, so next time we're going to start off with it's going to be a short episode because we're all going to get annihilated by turrets as soon as it starts. But yeah. See you next time.